this time, a big confirmation for you is going to be small blessings and small wins. God is like sending you small blessings here and there that are kind of like the smaller version of bigger manifestations. I have said this recently, maybe in the last couple of weeks. I'm honestly not sure. Time just be flying by, but I do feel like this is something that I may have said recently. So I don't know if this is confirming that this energy is like coming back full circle and those big blessings are here now or like literally any day now type of vibe, or just to remind somebody. I'm not sure. I definitely feel like you have been getting like small blessings, like money here and there, or just like random deposits, random checks. You could have gotten like a raise at work, even a small raise, some money that you forgot about. You could have found it like in the washing machine or the dryer or something like that. Definitely a lot to do with like finances. It could even be something because I'm seeing like an Etsy shop. So let's say you have an Etsy shop, you could have gotten an order and you haven't gotten an order in forever. Like, and it's just randomly you just got an order or you have some type of business or something. I'm definitely getting that. And if it hasn't happened yet, it will happen for whoever this is for. And I do feel like God is kind of testing you to one, see if you're going to tell anybody about these blessings, and two, to see if you're going to be grateful for them before this big stuff comes in. I do feel like whoever I'm talking to, you have been extremely grateful for every blessing that you've had, big and small. You are a little bit talkative. I call my daughter a yapping yapper. So you could be a yapping yapper yourself. She's a Sag. You could be a Sag or a Gemini or a Virgo. Those are like the signs to me that's like really good at communication. Okay. And I feel like you could be somebody that is excited very easily. You're very grateful. So you may want to share positive things that happen to you with other people. And it's like you can't help it. Like you have impulsive energies. You could be an Aries. Aries are typically very impulsive, or have Aries placements. But you could be very impulsive and you just want to like, oh, I have to tell somebody. Like I just want to scream it. Like I'm kind of saying elf. So Christmas time could also be significant. But I'm saying elf when he was like, I'm in love, and I don't care who knows it. Like you could be that type of person that's just like, I have to tell somebody. And I'm not saying that every time you tell somebody it backfires, but there are certain people in your life that you cannot tell certain things to. Even I had to learn that, okay? I had to learn that, and I had to learn that the hard way. There are certain people in your life you cannot tell things to. You just can't. Like you may be able to tell this person about love and this person about money, but you can't swap that because for some reason this person does not want you to have love and this person doesn't want you to have money or success or things like that. So take it how it resonates for you. But I just get this energy of like, it's time to hush. It's time to be quiet. I definitely feel like God is testing you, but I do feel like you're passing the test. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you're passing the test. It could be one main person in your life that you feel like you got to tell all your business to. This could definitely be a parent because I understand that a lot. If you're a woman, like you like to talk to your mom every day, call your mom. And I'm not even saying that your mom is not a good person or she's like your op. You could know that, okay? Some of y'all, your mom is your bestie, okay? And I love that for you, or your dad or whatever. I'm just saying that's the type of vibe I'm getting. Like it's just that one person that you call and you tell everything to. You got to stop doing that because sometimes people unintentionally send you negative energy because maybe you told somebody something and this person loves you. This person cares about you, but they're having a bad day. And you tell them something and now they're like sending energy on your stuff. And because you are I was going to say empathetic, but because you are an empath and you're sensitive to energy, you could pick up on that and you could take on that person's energy. Okay. So every once in a while, I do like to remind you guys that you are sensitive to energy. I always say this and I want to keep saying it just because I feel like some people need that reminder. Not all feelings are yours and not all thoughts are yours. And that has been scientifically proven already. Okay. Don't believe me? Go look it up. So sometimes you're going to feel energy of people, especially the people who are closest to you, and it's not your energy. So if you love and care about somebody or something, or you have some type of hobby or just something that you love, okay? Because the heart space is very significant. And there's somebody who doesn't understand what you do, or they don't understand why you love that person, or they're jealous and they don't want you to be with that person. You could pick up on that energy and ruin like your creativity or your creative project, or ruin a relationship or a friendship or a job because you are picking up on all this energy from other people and you haven't learned how to separate what is your energy and what's not your energy. And how I learned, just to give you an example of how to separate my energy from other people, I isolate myself a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I isolate myself a little bit too much. I'm an extreme homebody. The only reason I be outside is because I have children. And even then it's like torture because I'm so just like protective of my energy and my space. And I like being in the house. I'm trying to work on that, obviously, but yeah. So, anywho, I learned that because I went through a season of isolation. Like I had a big friend group. We hung out all the time, drinking, partying, smoking, all of that. And I had to cut those people off because I was instructed to by the Most High God, but also because I started to notice that these people weren't really for me. They talked about me behind my back. They tried to backdoor me, like talk to other people that I used to talk to, and like just weren't good people. They just weren't good people. And I had to cut those people off. And during that season of me being by myself and being isolated, even from my family, like family, friends, significant others, it was really just me and Callie. I'm not gonna lie. And I was super isolated. But during that time, I really got to know myself. And I feel like that's really what God wanted me to do. And that's how he decided he wanted it done. Everybody had to go. And I'm grateful for that because it gave me a lot of time to self reflect and think. Because I'm kind of the type of person, like, I kind of have a little bit of a delayed reaction. I don't know if there's a different word for it, but sometimes I don't realize that somebody was shading me until like months later or years later. And it made me realize that's why I kept my friend group around for so long, because I wasn't like them and I wasn't malicious and I didn't think negatively of them. I didn't think they thought that about me. So when they were shading me, I just brushed it off because I'm like, no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't say that. Yes, they will and did. Okay, and did play all in my face, but that's not relevant. I said to say you could be in a similar situation, but sometimes isolation seasons are necessary, especially when you're sensitive to energy, because it allows you to know who you are. Okay, I always say this: know thyself, know thy enemy. That is literally how you win at life. You have to know who you are and you got to know who you're up against in any situation, people, places, and things, because you know the best way to handle that situation so you can win, but you also know how the opposition is coming. Okay. And typically, the opposition or the devil, whatever you want to call it, has the same tricks. You, on the other hand, always got new tricks because you're chosen. You're always evolving. You're always ascending. You're always mastering yourself. The opposition is always doing the same thing. When God says these weapons are going to form, but they're not going to prosper, that's what he means. Because the people that come up against y'all don't be talking about Nathaniel, okay? They don't be talking about nothing, okay? Nothing. And the reason that they don't ever prosper against you as well is because they don't know you for real. They only know the version of you that they met and they hold on to that. They have not learned this new version of you. And on top of that, they cannot mess with this new version of you. They're going to have to really go through that healing process and that ascension process and that elevating process that you went through if they want to come up here to your level and battle you, okay? So, with that being said, just know that you are in a time right now where things may feel a little bit weird, but it feels like that for a reason. And if you are feeling isolated right now, just know that is also for a reason. And there is beauty in the isolation stage if you choose to look at it that way, right? So I always say Neville Goddard has a quote that I love, and I always keep it with me. It's not so much as what is there, it's what you see when you look. So everybody has a different perception of reality and what's happening to them. Always remember that you are extremely loved and valued and respected. I'm hearing like in the spiritual realm, and that respect is definitely going to trickle down to the physical realm if you have not been seeing that. But this is a time where you are going to be getting so much, okay? You just have to keep on trusting your intuition. Make sure you're removing people from your life you know need to go, okay? And I heard somebody say this earlier. I can't remember who it was, but just because somebody hasn't done anything wrong to you or you have not seen anybody do anything wrong to you does not mean that that person is supposed to be in your life. Some people are only for you for a season, and you have to know when that season is up.